Good morning, my dear student, and welcome to our revision for grade 8 for module 5 and module 6. And let's start with module 5. First questions is complete the sentence with the words in the box. The first word is answer, leave, read, begin, make, shake. The first question: there's a lot to gain from traveling to, and let's choose begin with. To begin with, you learn about different culture. Number 2, Brad always manages to make fool of himself. Number 3, Mr. Stevens isn't in at the moment, but you can leave him a message. 4, Karim may be deaf, but he can read lips very well, so it won't be difficult to communicate with him. Number 5, I have been calling you all morning. Why don't you answer the phone? Number 6, in many countries people shake hands when they meet for the first time. Now match this two parts of words. Responsible is responsible for, insist on, and sign language without doubt, derive from. And number 6 is consist of. And now find the words. We have the definitions of the word, and we have to find out the word, and we have the first letter of the word. Number 1, the ability to speak. It's mean speech. To cancel something and arrange it for a later date. Postpone. Number 3, a movement you make with your hands, head or face, which has a special meaning. Gesture. Number 4, a very short informal letter. Note. Number 5, a wide road where traffic can travel fast. Motorway. And number 6, not planned, sudden, unexpected, spontaneous. Now complete the dialogue with the phrases A to E. Eric: Jack, it's me, Eric. Where are you? Everyone else is here and they are starving. Jack: don't worry, I am on my way. Eric: how long are you going to be? Jack: well, the answer is D. There is a slight problem. Eric: don't tell me you are stuck in traffic. Jack: no, I didn't take the car this time, but I missed the bus and just got on the next one. Eric: okay, then see you soon. Jack: see you. Grammar: choose A, B, C, or D. First one, blank, space. You answer the phone, please. And the choices is must, will, need, should. And the correct answer is will. Will you answer the phone, please? Number 2, Hasna hasn't eaten anything since yesterday morning. She can't, may, needs to, or must be starving. It's must. She must be starving. Number 3, Saleh can't, space now. He never goes to the office on Saturdays. Working, be working, work, or to work. And the correct answer is B, be working. Choose A, B, C, or D. You, space, download information about the project. I have already done it. Needn't, may not, mustn't, out. and the correct answer is needn't. You needn't download information about the project. Number 5, Kareem space know how to break the secret code. Let's ask him. A, might. B, is able to. C, needs to. And D, can't. The correct answer is might. Kareem might know how to break the secret code. Number 6, Tim understands sign language 2 years ago, but now he teaches it. Choices is A, could, wasn't able to, can't, or had better. The correct answer is wasn't able to understand sign language 2 years ago. Complete the sentence with the correct form of need. I need to borrow your microscope, may I? Number 2, Gary doesn't need to feed the cat. His dad has already fed it. Number 3, you need to be computer literate to get this job. Number 4, Mom, you needed hug Carla every time you see her. She hates it. And then complete the sentence with the full infinitive or pair infinitive or ing form of the verbs in the practice. Peter doesn't like shake. We have to change shake to full infinitive or pair infinitive or ing form. So Peter doesn't like shaking hands with people he doesn't know. Sally refused to help me with my homework. You shouldn't point at people. It's very rude. Number 4, Afaf doesn't mind ironing as long as somebody else does the washing up. Kelly, number 5, sorry. Kelly went to the cinema to watch a comedy. Number 6, stop doing that. It's really annoying. And now we write the sentence using the words given and the full or pair infinitive of or the ing form. Let's buy Jim this mobile phone. How about buying Jim this mobile phone? I was very sad when I heard that Carol lost her job. I was sorry to hear that Carol lost her job. I'm not sure we turned off the TV before we left the house. I don't remember turning off the TV before we left the house. Eating too much sugar isn't good for you. You should avoid eating too much sugar. Do this exercise. It's easy to do this exercise. Number 6, John can't go to the cinema. His father doesn't let him. John's father doesn't let him go to the cinema. Now with model 6, complete the sentence with the correct form of the words in capitals. We have about 7 words in capital: cost, develop, instruct, home, environment, and research, and do. And we have to correct the form cost for the first sentence. The coastal area has to be protected. Number 2, the president made an announcement about the recent developments. The sailing instructor showed us how to steer the yacht. About 120 people were left homeless by the flood. All the products we sell in this shop environmentally friendly. Number 6, researchers have proved that the area near the shipwreck is clean. Number 7, I'm afraid you can't undo this action. It's final. Now choose A, B, or C. If your body loses a lot of water, you might get space vision. A, permanent. 2, blurred. And C, sufficient. And the correct answer is blurred vision. Number 2, when David travels by ship, he always gets space. And the answer is A, seasick. B, artificial. C. Essential. And the correct answer is C. Sick. When David travels by ship, he always gets seasick. Choose A, B, or C. The Titanic space in 1912. A. Floated. B. Sank. C. Dissolved. And the correct answer is sank in 1912. Number 4. Choose A, B, or C. Space from cars are responsible for the pollution in our city. Fumes, smoke, chemicals. And the correct answer is fumes. The company produced tons of space every year, which polluted the area. A. Decay. B. Waste. C. Elements. And the correct answer is waste. Number 6. The rescue team told the trapped boy not to strike, panic, or steer. And the correct answer is panic. Now match the words with their definition. We have earthquake, government, habitat, fog, lightning, resident, organism, property, and rust. And we have their definitions from A to I. Now just match them. Earthquake is number there is a mistake here, sorry. So the earthquake is C, so we match earthquake with C. Earthquake is a sudden movement of the earth's surface, and the government is H. So correct them please. Government is H, which is the group of people who are responsible for running country, and earthquake is C, sudden movement of the earth's surface. Now number 3, habitat. Habitat is D, the place where particular animal or plant lives. And the fog is number G, or letter G, a thick cloud near the land or sea that's very difficult to see through. Lightning, I think, is B, a bright flash in the sky during a heavy storm. Resident is F, the person who lives in a place, area, building, etc. Organism, it's E, a living being. Property is an object, house, or land that belongs to somebody. Rust is I, a substance that is produced on the surface of some metal objects after they react with water or air. And I'll complete the dialogue with the phrases A to D. A, not to worry. B, stop mourning. C, I haven't found my sea legs yet. D, trust me. Jamie, the sea isn't very calm today. I don't think sailing is a good idea. Steve, stop mourning. We have just got on board. Jamie, what? We have been on this yacht for an hour and I haven't found my sea leg yet. In fact, I don't think I ever will. Steve, in a few minutes, you will be fine. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Jamie, no, Steve, you don't get it. I don't feel well. I mean it. Not to worry, just sit over there and relax. And now with the grammar, complete with the zero article or the article. The river Ganges is the second longest river in India. It runs from the Himalayas to the Bay of Bengal. Terence is in hospital because he broke his leg. He was riding his bike in Belton Park when he crashed into a tree. Look, the moon is full tonight. Isn't it beautiful? Now match the two parts of sentences. I have never tried water skiing before. We have to match it with C. I haven't either, but I think I would like it. Number T, Steve recycles his old newspaper. With number D, so does my friend Maureen and I think it is a good idea. Margaret panicked when the roof collapsed. Henry did too. Luckily no one was hurt. And number 4, the news article didn't mention anything about the hurricane. With A, neither did the radio. Isn't it strange? Number 5, the authorities were worried that a tsunami would follow the earthquake. With B, so were the residents. That's why they evacuated the city. Now complete the sentence with the present simple passive or the past simple passive on the verbs in brackets. The lost climbers, save, we have to change save into passive voice, present or past. So by rescue team, so we have yesterday here. The lost climbers saved by rescue team yesterday, so we have to change it into past simple passive. With the climbers, we used were. The lost climbers were saved by rescue team yesterday. Last summer, the lake near our city was polluted because of an accident in the nearby factory. What time is breakfast served in this hotel? Tons of waste is pumped into rivers by factories every day. Now, rewrite the sentence using passive voice. We should take measures to protect coral reefs. Measures to protect coral reefs should be taken. Number 2, the local authorities will build a shelter for the homeless. Shelter for the homeless will be built by the local authorities. Number 3, the students in class C5 are going to do an experiment tomorrow. An experiment is going to be done by class C5 tomorrow. Oil spills have killed a large number of birds since last July. A large number of birds have been killed by oil spills since last July. And now with the last chapter or last section, reading. Read the text and answer the 3 questions. Freedom ship. Imagine a ship so big that it would take you a quarter of an hour to walk from one end to the other, and as tall as a 25-story building. It sounds like science fiction, but a company called Freedom International is planning to build it. Freedom ship will be more like a floating city than a ship. It will be 3 times longer than the world's largest oil tanker and 5 times longer than the largest cruise ships. The ship will be able to carry about 115,000 people, and most of them will live on board. The ship will travel to major cities and tourist sites, and it will follow the warmest seasons around the world, so it will always be summer. Passenger will be able to travel to land on smaller boats or even by plane, as an airport will be built on the top deck. The ship will also have a large shopping center, 3 hotels, blocks of flats, huge library, a hospital, entertainment and sport facilities, and also provide education from nursery school all the way through to university. Some people are already calling it the 8th wonder of the world. And now let's answer the questions. How does a Freedom ship compare with the largest cruise ships? A, it's got 25 extra stories. B, it's 3 times longer. C, it's 5 times longer. D, you need twice as much time to walk across it. And the correct answer is C, it's 5 times longer. Number 2, why will it always be warm on the ship? A, because the ship only travels in summer. B, because of its size. C, because of the material used to build it. D, because the ship will travel to warm places. And the correct answer is D, because the ship will travel to warm places. And the last questions: how can you get to land? A, you can take a plane. B, you can take a boat. C, both A and B. So you can take a plane and you can take a boat. Number D, or letter D, or choice D. We don't know. The correct answer is C, both A and B. With my best wishes and goodbye.